Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing pretty well. I'm personally doing not so great today. Today was not a day where I procrastinated, which is surprisingly, pretty good. Because yesterday was the day where I procrastinated, but today I did not really procrastinate it, or I did not procrastinate it as much. I had my counter on today, so I think I studied for roughly like 3 hours and 3 hours and a half today, which is pretty good. I wanted to study a little more right now, but I don't think that I'm gonna be doing it. But I still have one last assignment to work on that I'm gonna be working on tonight. So, because I generally don't feel like doing it. If I really don't feel like doing something, so I know that one, it's pretty easy for me to do it. Two, for some unknown reason, I'm gonna wait the last minute to do it, and it's just gonna make my life unbearable. So I'm just gonna go and do it right now. Tomorrow morning, I have to go to the mechanic and pick up my car. After that, so hopefully, like everything falls in place, and then I can go back into my routine and just dedicate the rest of the day to me studying because I already did my laundry. I really got nothing to worry about. I'm not gonna work till the 15th. I'm not picking up no extra shift for this month because I have the hasty to take at the end of the month. So tomorrow, as soon as I get my car back, I kind of get back into my routine. I hit the gym, hopefully, and then it's just gonna be studying and me just getting ready and getting back into my routine and doing what it is I'm supposed to be doing, which is studying and be a little bit more mindful about other things I also have going on as well in my life. But that was a small low rant for this. But as of today is January 4th. Yeah, January 4th and 10:47 p.m. I generally don't feel like recording, but I promised myself like there is a set amount of videos that I want to put out there, and I know I really want this community to grow as well, and I know the work is something that I can do and I have to do in order to get what it is I'm looking for. So I might as well just do it. Let's go. Alright, so I think so. The thing we're gonna be talking about right now is funny, I guess, but really not funny. But the thing says, hype me up to leave my baby. I feel so guilty and so bad leaving my baby for school. I keep dreading it and wishing I didn't have to go. She'll be a month when I go back to school. Anyone who has nurse, anyone who has nursing school with young babies. Oh, that's crazy. Well, first thing first, I'm really sorry for the fact that you never got to leave your baby to go to school. But I guess that's one of those things that you gotta do in order to better yourself. But I have a few questions. Like, do you have a support system? Like, do you have anybody that you can leave the child with? Do you have your mom, or do you have your partner's mom, which are usually the go to, to this things like this, like caring for a baby, people that you really trust, based out of family. But what I was thinking about is how well, I'll say kind of bad it is because with school you cannot take time off to take care of your child, even if the child you just had the child. But if you were working in a hospital, so I guess you could have get family leave or paid or unpaid family leave to stay with your child, probably like up to a month, up hopefully, or 2 months. But just to have time to spend with your child after you're done birthing this child. But with school, it's not the same thing because hey, we have a curriculum that we have to go to that you initially sign up for and you have to adhere to. So that's like one of the craziest thing about like you going to school and you working, and a support system is really important. And for stuff like this, I want to say thank God I'm not pregnant. I cannot be pregnant. And well, sort of, I'm not in a relationship too, because I'm one of those people. When I'm in a relationship, I do tend to overthink and do too much, and my overthinking and my doing too much is not allocated to the right person for the most time, like 90% of the time. So it's kind of like me overthinking and doing too much to the wrong person, and just making me overthinking and doing too much, which are the things that I generally do not have time to do. Because hey, I go to school full time and I work full time as well. If I'm doing being in a relationship, or if I'm doing a relationship, so it should be something like hey, we both know that hey, we're here for each other, and then the overthinking and the doing too much should not be something something that I should have to go to. And I'm not saying that the overthinking and doing too much is necessarily coming from the other person. It does come from the other person as well, but I'm naturally an overthinker. And that's one of the reason why I do have this channel as well, because I like to overthink and yapping. So it's kind of like helped me to have multiple ideas and multiple times. But coming back to this stuff, because it's not about me, because for some unknown reason I'm making this thing about me when it's not. You got a really good support system, you know. Yeah, reach out to your mom, your family member, somebody you really trust. If it was me, I would have left school, and that's not a really good thing to do, because I really don't know what it is you're trying to do school for. Is it for you to better yourself? Is it for you to, kind of like step up, and just do better? So the child is very much more important. Like for me, a child is important than anything. There is nothing that is very much more important than the child for me. That's the way that I see it. Like I would have leave everything to serve this child. That's one of the reasons why I'm saying I am not gonna have any child right now. And thank God I have a say on this, because me having a child is a whole lot of process. So thank God I'm not thinking about having a child, or I'm not looking to have a child right now, because like the way that I set my time myself to like for this whole like parenting stuff, I'll do parenting when I'm finally financially stable, emotionally stable, and everything in life I'll say aligns to, well, aligns where they need to align. I know it's kind of like a picture perfect, and nobody really has a picture perfect, but I'll know when the picture perfect is there and maybe close to being there, and then I'll know like, hey, you know what? They can be a parent now. But as of now, I generally cannot be. I cannot be. And one thing that I also told myself was like, once I'm gonna have my child, I'll take as much time as I need to serve this child, and I'm not gonna have a child and let somebody else raise it. Like if I, well, when I'm gonna have my child, not if I, because I already know that I'm gonna have a child, maybe multiples. I say multiples. Sounds bad, but hey, like yeah, I'm gonna be with them the moment they're born until they talk and walk, and then I'll do the work stuff. I'm not gonna be leaving somebody with my child. Not like I don't have people to save my child, because my mom is there, my grandma is there, my dad wants there if no child, to be honest. I can take this guy out of the picture. But like, yeah, if I happen to have a child right now, I do know that I have a support system, but that's not the kind of support. Well, I want to be the support system. That's it. I want to be the one that do, like, that does the parenting stuff. So that's why. But you know what, let me just shut up and read comments. The first comment says, your baby will thank you when you have a stable job and unlimited opportunities for a good life. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, having a child right now, you already have the child, so you can't go back. So you might as well just suck it up, find a good support system, and go to school and do whatever it is you got to do, and then take care of your child. But if you cannot find somebody, you don't know what to do as well. And then somebody says, this is a good one, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. And the other comment says, I was the baby. My mom worked towards her ADN while working overnight as a paramedic with two toddlers. Damn, that's crazy. She went further to get a bachelor's and then master's as we grew. I've always appreciated her perseverance and dedication, which allow us to have a stable upbringing. It wasn't easy, but she did it, and you can too. You've got this. That was nicely done. I'm telling you, these are, all people that actually went to whatever it is you're going through right now, and it turns out pretty good. The last comment that I'm gonna read, because I ain't trying to make this thing really long. I'm on the same boat. My baby was 2 weeks when I went back to school, and now she's 5 months. It doesn't get any easier. I feel guilty leaving her, and especially when my schedule is on the heavier side, 8 a.m. multiple times a week. I try to remind myself. 8 a.m. is crazy, but I guess it's cool though. And the thing is, I got my school schedule is like 7 a.m. I've never had to wake up at 7 a.m. ever since I was in high school, and it's like 6 years ago. And then right now, when I first started the program, like this whole thing was like, damn, I really gotta wake up at 7 a.m. And the craziest thing is, you ain't gonna be waking up at 7 a.m. like for one time. You're waking up at 7 a.m. 4 times a week, and then I work nights, so this doesn't make any sense. But thank God, and thank my sisters as well. Like, I'm doing this right now. I generally sometimes don't know where I find the strength to do the things that I get to do. I do every day, but whoever's watching me knows that I need the strength, and therefore give it to me every day. I'm grateful for that. But geez, like do some about the schedule nursing schools. So yeah, what was I reading? Oh yeah, there you go. I try to remind myself that when she will remember more, I will be more available and financially better off, and I can do more things with her. Oh, that's nice. See, hopefully, well, I'm not gonna say hopefully she grows up and see this because there's literally no way. But hey, oh, the last comment I'm gonna read. I know that I said like the last one that I read was the last one, but this is gonna be the last one. So she said, "Girl, you better do it now. Why she can't remember?" Which is a good point, but some people still like doing the little baby parenting stuff, like me. I'm doing my entry level master RN with two toddlers and I'm pregnant. That's crazy. And I would hate for my babies to know a big version of me. That's even crazier. And then for me to not be able to be there for the extracurriculars because I financially decided to get it together. Oh, let's go, girls. Do it now. But make sure you give her your full attention when you spend time with her. Yeah, but it's really hard too. I'm telling you, you're in nursing school. You always got 10,000 stuff to do, and if you don't, and if he doesn't have 10,000 stuff to do, you have clinicals, and if you don't have clinicals, you have your life. And you can finally, go back and put the student being a student cap down, and put the being you, or put the I'm an adult and I have responsibilities cap, because I do believe that we have multiple caps we were throughout the day, and being in school full time and working full time because you got bills, you got responsibilities, and again, nobody's gonna help you with none of that. None of them is one of the craziest thing, and I just can't wait to. And I'm gonna finish this right now with this. I just can't wait to be done with school and finally sit down, lay back, and just like enjoy the fruit of my labor. And as of now, it doesn't really look like it's any closer. I do know I'm gonna get my LPN this year, and I'm gonna try to work as hard as possible to get my what it's called, my AA this year as well. So it's gonna be 2 graduations party. Just kidding. I don't really do parties. I'm just gonna go get my diplomas and that's it, and my certifications. That's it. And then by next year, I'll get my BSN or whatever the heck, and something else. But I'm just saying, like, I can't wait to just be done with everything, sit down and be like, oh my god, I only have to work 2 times a week or 3 times a week, and then I'll just sit down. I have enough money, everything is paid off. I ain't got none that I'm paying off every month, besides some subscriptions, which is not even gonna be 50% of my paycheck. Just to show, like, hey, my money will still in my pocket, and I'll get to help people that I want to help with my money. And then for the most part, I'm just being a grown up with my responsibilities and stuff, my own money, and I can do other stuff. I just can't wait for this moment. But as of now, I'm suffering with you guys in the comment and with OP in these questions. So I guess you're just gonna like stick it out, and then come back in 2 years and celebrate, because next year, or by the end of this year, we'll be sitting down and reflecting and be like, damn, what the fuck were we doing with our life? But as of now, I guess you just have to suck it up and just do whatever it is we gotta do, which is school, sleep, try, overtake, coffee, study, and that's all we can do. So I say thanks for watching these guys. I hope you guys are doing pretty well today. I know it's only the 4th day of the year, but it's already looking like there's like so much things happening. But I know you guys can get through it. I can get through it, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.